Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Estancia Lapacho here in Paraguay. We are just bringing our sugarcane harvester into the dealership via a slightly off-road route, and we're going to sell it. We do not need this one anymore, we do not want it any longer. This is the end of the road for the sugarcane harvesting here on this map. We haven't got very much longer anyway on this series, only a few weeks left. We want to sell $271,000. That gives us $750,000. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Now, up here, we have got 5.5 tons on board the Fendt 9490X. Sorry, I just had to check which sort of Fendt this was. I couldn't actually remember. And then we have also got the Challenger here with nearly 15 tons of soybeans on board. And then we've also got over here, where is it? There it is. We've got the John Deere 8820 chugging up across the field. Very nearly finished this field. We'll be starting the next one soon. And then we have the John Deere over here. This one is bombing down towards the pigs and emptying out the grain over there. I'm very pleased that we decided to move this course over here. I think this was the right decision for us. I think this was definitely the right thing to do. Help O has a nearly full grain tank. The only issue we have is that he does have to wait a little while in between loading and unloading. I think it puts too low. Oh no, he's filled this one right up to 21,000 litres. He's gone all the way to the brim. Quite sure why he's gone all the way to the brim on this one. But anyway, this is what he's done, so that's ideal. That'll keep it running. So we can get all the corn over here. And then there will be some grain over here for those of you who wish to use this one later on. When you're running your... when you get the save game file, you'll be able to do it. Some of you have asked about the Sandy Bay one. I think I mentioned this at the beginning of the week, just in case I didn't. I honestly can't remember. It's a job to keep up. It is. I record 3 episodes every day for various different games, and so sometimes I do struggle to keep up with what I've done and what I haven't done and what I'm doing and so on and so forth. So I do apologize if I repeat myself from time to time. I don't actually mean to do that. But yeah, if you want the Sandy Bay save game file, it is now available on Mod Hoster. You ought to be able to search it on there, but I mean, if you can't find it, go and look at the final episode of the Sandy Bay time-lapse, and I put a link right at the very top of the description, so it should be easy enough for you to find on there. Click on that link, that'll take you to it. You can download the save game file, and you can use it. I have removed almost all of the mods, apart there is a couple that I've included in there. I've put those in the description for the actual download, and there are links to the ones that you need to sort of continue on. Yeah, I thought it better if I got rid of most of them, and then you're not really going to be in a situation where you're sort of looking for a mod that's not there. I sold them before I saved the file again, so that you could, when you go to it, you got a load of you got a load of cache in the save game file, so you'll be able to use that. But anyway, what we want to worry about today is we will be going to that one. Oh no, it's not that one. I want to go to the challenge. Oh, 70%. It's not full yet. I was hoping the Challenger would actually be full and we'd be able to use that one. But no, we can't use that one yet. So this one here just needs to finish. And then as soon as it's done this field, we'll move it on to that field there. We'll start on that side. I'm wondering if it'll go and work its way all the way across. I don't actually know. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And let's go back through. We'll see what the John Deere... Oh no, the John Deere is currently stopped and waiting. So there's not a lot that's going to happen there until that tractor gets back over here. So we can leave that, and we want to go over here. So we want this little tractor here. This little tiny, massive Ferguson 4709. I couldn't see if that was an 8 or a 9 for a minute. The 4709, tiny little tractor here. We're going to grab this one. We're going to grab this little trailer over here, which is the perfect size. It's a perfect accompaniment to our little Bizon combine. We'll bring that one around and stop right about there, I think. Hitch that one on. There we go. And we'll take this one up to the field. I'm just going to move this one up to the field a moment, and then we'll go and get the Bizon combine, and we'll take a look at that. Because we used it a bit, right, ages ago in this series, but we didn't use it at all in the last harvest. And I do feel that's been a little bit remiss of me. I should have used it a bit more, because it is a very cool little combine. We might actually use the Bizon in our next series, just to have a go with. Where is the Bizon? I went to the... Okay, I went completely the wrong way. I don't understand. Why is that Bizon... Oh. I'm so used to flicking through it. I completely missed it. Right. So, I can't believe I did that. Right. We may actually use this combine. We may take this combine out while we are staying in under the hill, and we'll do a harvest with it there. I will probably use some of that Modern Classics DLC. Go and check on Monday. Monday's videos, the uploaded videos on Monday, if you would like to know who the winners are. I've got no idea at this point this time if the winners have actually contacted me or not. I'm hoping they have. I really, really hope they have, because, yeah, it's a very cool DLC. Not sure if I started from that side or this. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I can start a new course. It's easy. Even I can cope with that. So we'll go to there. Yes, we have the normal AI. Let's just do that. There we go. That one's away. Whoosh. There he goes. It's beautiful, beautiful combine. I would love to have a go with one of these combines. I really would. I've never driven a combine like this. I've driven... well, I haven't driven. I've ridden in an old Massey Ferguson combine that looks a bit like this. Some of you will know the sort that I mean, and I can't remember what the make and model... I remember what the make is. Massey Ferguson. I just said Massey Ferguson. I can't remember what the model is. But it was a very old one like this. One that my dad used to have when I was very, very young, on the farm that he had when I was born up until I was about 6 years old. And I do remember riding on that combine. I used to think it was brilliant. And I don't remember there being dust. Since then, you know, being associated with the harvest, there has been dust, and I've been aware of dust. But I asked him about this, and he said, well, with these sorts of combines, you didn't often get much dust going in your face. Usually, even just a gentle breeze, the dust would go sideways, and it wouldn't bother you up on the cab up here. And I do remember driving big combines, even the huge, great big combines. It never really bothered me that dust. You wouldn't get like lots of dust going up around the windscreen of the combine, because it just wasn't really an issue. It would just sort of blow sideways, or even if you were going directly into the wind, it wouldn't lift the dust up all over the windscreen and make it difficult to see. It would just kind of spill around the combine. It would just kind of come round each side. I mean, these headers are like, if the wind is directly at you, I do love the fact that her outfit there matches our combine beautifully. That's actually quite good. Black trousers and green top and green scarf. Absolutely perfect match for this combine. You could not get a better match, even if you wanted to. That's absolutely brilliant. That is dressing to match. That is absolutely dressing to match. That is beautiful. But yeah, even with these you look at the combine there. The header is like slightly cab is nearer the header, but even then you don't get that much dust coming from it, and that kind of works out quite nicely. But if we go back over to our Bizon over here, if I can get to it a minute, got a lot of machinery here. That one's going to stop. I wonder if it will go into the next field once we get up to the end. It might not. I don't know. Where is this Bizon? There it is. You look there. The header is actually closer to the cab, and it's... Personally, I think there's a greater distance between where you're sitting and the actual header. I think because the header is smaller, you've got like a higher distance between the two. So even if the wind is going directly at you, because you're further forward, you're less likely to have the dust blowing up into your face. I mean, you do still get chances, times when the dust is blowing into your face, but generally it's not too bad. I know that they do keep those fire extinguishers on combines these days, so it's good to see that health and safety is being monitored. However, when it's absolutely bone dry and your combine is on, going to catch fire, has anybody here watching either experienced themselves or heard of in any way, shape or form somebody's combine catching fire and then being able to put it out with the fire extinguisher that was on there, or do you just kind of leave it to burn? Because, it's quite a combustible machine, really, and there's a lot of combustible material going into it. I'm curious if anybody's ever actually successfully used one of those fire extinguishers to put out a combine fire that otherwise would have engulfed the entire combine and the field that it was in. I am genuinely curious about this. So if anybody's ever experienced that, please let me know. It'd be I'd really like to find that out. I really would. Okay, I'm going to bring this one. Yep, there we go. Oh, no, the tractor's coming. The tractor's on his way. Okay, if I do that, now that I've sort of manually taken over, what's it going to do? Is it going to come over? It's got a tree in the way. Is it going to be able to do this with me here? Ooh. I think it is. I think it's actually, even though I have manually driven it a little way, because I'm not moving at the moment, it's coming up in under. There he goes. Now that is that I'm very impressed. I am actually genuinely impressed that it's managed to do that. That is very cool. Okay, I'm not gonna do anything with that combine for a minute. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna jump into this one, and we're gonna just follow this course all the way back through. So yeah, comment section. Anybody, combine is telling me to stop. Yes, it is. You're darn tootin'. Darn tootin'. Now what? Waiting until position is free. The position is free. Okay. Why is it wait? What are you waiting for exactly? I do that. I do that. Now what? The position is free. Go! Go, my friend, be free! I'm not really sure what that's doing at the moment. I wanted to kind of watch it do its next bit, but never mind. We'll bring the combine on up here, and we will engage it with the harvest on that little field right there. I'm going to bring my map back up. And then the Challenger, hopefully, will start to move. What was I saying? Yes, comment section, anybody who has ever seen or heard or successfully done it themselves, put out a combine fire with one of those fire extinguishers that are now usually strapped to the combines, or even on a baler or something like that. Anything in a harvest where, you know, it's kind of caught fire. Because I've never personally heard of it, but I've not really heard of that many fires either. I've only heard of like one fire. So it's not really something I think would be a major issue. Well, at least not for me, it's not. Now, I'm going to go back down to that Challenger, and what's it saying now? Waiting for... I can't see it because it's a Challenger. Waiting until position is free. Helper F has an nearly... You do something! You're supposed to go. I'm officially disappointed. It's supposed to be going that... Why is it... What position are you waiting for? I don't understand. Make no sense to me. I'm confused now as to why it might just be waiting for the combine to fill up. So we'll leave that for a minute. We'll have to try and keep an eye, because I'd like to see it do its first empty out. It's going again. It is. It's going to carry on. It's going to do the next field. Okay, I'm quite pleased with that. I'm genuinely pleased. Hopefully that tractor over there will still be able to follow. It should do. There's no reason it shouldn't. So that one's going to go on. We got the Bizon combine is... almost full. It's 93%. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to bring this one. I'm going to bring it over into the field. I'm going to see if we have a saved courseplay course. If we don't, we'll have to write a new one. So we want to go to there, and then I want to go... Now, where are the courseplay courses? Where are we going to find these bad boys? We want to go... No, we don't want to go there. No. Not that one. No. Here we go. Big field. Bizon and Massey. Could be. I got first corn. Field 8. Well, I think Bizon and Massey is probably our best one. So, load course. Oh, hang on. Append course at N. No, that one. Right, now, where are you? I've loaded the course. I'm here. I'm going to bring that down a minute. Where is the course? I think that one's over... Yeah, look, see, I can see a little symbol all the way over there. That's a long way away. That is. That's a very long way away. That's not the one that we want. Right, in which case we're going to have to start a new course on this one. So we need to go clear course like that, and then we'll have to start a new one. But before I do that, I want to go over to here. Where's our Challenger? Oh, he's come up. He's come all the way up here to stop and not do anything. I've got... What have we got? The Challenger... No, the Fendt has got 21% beans. Drive behind combine. Why are you driving behind the combine now? We'll wait for that one to go into the crop and we'll see what it does. Oh, yeah, there he goes. Now, is he going to go and drive behind the combine, or is he going to go and empty out? It's coming up. It's coming round. He turns very sharp with that trailer on, which is not ideal, is it? He's going behind the combine because he needs to just fill up the last little bit. So maybe he's run that calculation himself and has decided that he needs just a little bit more out of the combine to top it up to 100% before he goes sailing off up across the field. That's actually really, really clever. I've no idea. It might just be something like that. There we go. 98, 99, 100%. So we're now completely full. And he's driving to the waypoint, but he's trying to turn too sharp. This is a bit of an issue. He's definitely trying to turn way too sharp there and is absolutely obliterating the tracks and the hitch joints and everything. Every other part of that, the back of that tractor has just been destroyed by the driver there turning too sharp. Not to mention that he's driving through the middle of the crop rather than driving around it. So, yeah, everything seems to be going wonderfully here, just swimmingly. We'll ignore him, but we'll let him carry on doing what he's doing. I can't watch it any longer. It's heartbreaking. It really is. Right, that one there has finished, and it's closing. That tractor is moving back. It is on 20. Tell you what, that's not far off of full. Why is that combine not moving? Right, I don't know why. Oh, the combine is now moving. The combine is now turning. This one here looks like he's going down there so that he can then head off towards the pigs again. That's perfect. So that one will carry on. So all I need to do is record a new course with this one from here. So I'm actually going to bring this one up a bit and I'll turn round. I think that would be a better idea. If we turn this one round a minute, bring it around like this, and we'll start recording from right here. So there, start course recording. And then there's our Challenger. Look, the Challenger's on his way in. All I got to do is I just got to bring this one down straight through here. I don't have to do anything other than that. Straight line, all the way in. Round we go. I don't really want to go too fast, I suppose. Although it's only a little tiny tractor. It shouldn't matter. I'm going to bring it this way so that we don't sort of go the same way as the Challenger too much. I'd like to avoid doing too much similar to what the Challenger is doing. I'm going to bring it round. Now, this is the bit. The Challenger is still tipping. Ah, that was perfect. That was absolutely perfect, that was. So I can bring this one on round. The Challenger has probably sped off into the wild blue yonder. There he goes. Whoosh. I'm getting a little bit of lag at the moment. I'm guessing it's because we're sort of crossing the 2 points there. I don't think, yeah, the lag has now stopped. We did have this horrible crash on this game once, really early on in the series, but I think that was to do with a different mod that we tried to use, where it sort of stopped us from tabbing through some of the machinery, and I'm pretty certain that was what caused it. Bring this one up here, and I'm going to stop about there. Okay, that'll do, I think. Is that going to be all right? Stop that one there, and then I just want to go drive course. I don't want to do anything else. I don't think there's anything else that I need to do. I think I can just do that. Let that one go. He'll go up, he'll turn around, he'll go underneath, and he will collect up that grain. We're only doing this field. We're not going to worry about any other fields. So we can go back through here. The Bizon is there, ready and waiting. I really do like this combine. I really do. There's something about this combine that is very good. I did use a mod in the Unrealistic series, you know, the one in Australia. There was a small modded combine there. It was really, really well built. I'm going to use that one again. I'm going to use that in a more realistic sort of scenario. Some people have been asking for a return to the Unrealistic series. Not at the moment. I had far more interest in normal gameplay rather than the unrealistic stuff, and I do appreciate that some of you really did enjoy that. But I kind of feel like we ran through an awful lot of what was available to do in an unrealistic sort of scenario. So we kind of, I don't know, there didn't seem to be like a huge amount left that I could do. I mean, I could still just kind of carry on doing things like that, but it seemed like it was starting to get a little bit repetitive, so I felt that it was a good time to move on from there. I needed a break from doing continuous Farming Simulator 17 anyway, and to be honest, I'm quite glad I did. I feel that I enjoy recording these. I was getting to the point where I wasn't enjoying recording them, and I felt that the videos themselves were starting to suffer from it. So I'm now at a point where I am genuinely enjoying playing this game again. It does help that I'm only doing one time-lapse a week as well. And I appreciate that some of you are immensely disappointed by my decisions to reduce the time-lapse and drop some of the Farming Simulator episodes. But I felt that it was better for the overall quality of the videos that I do still do to reduce that down. So I am asking for your understanding on that. It's difficult to make a quality video when you're not enthusiastic about playing the game. You get to a point where you look at the game and you're like, oh, not again. You can't make good quality stuff. You just can't do it. Now I think because I like this one here. This one's good. This one here I think takes more. 48 sheep. This one, I don't like that it doesn't tell me how many sheep it takes in that one. This one here is a modded one. And then we've got the thing with the ponies, which we haven't looked at. I'm thinking, actually, I'm going to try and get a wooden cart and all of that going in Slovenia. I think it'll fit perfectly. That little tiny map is perfect with this pony. So we might be able to do something with that in Slovenia. And use this one. This one right here. It doesn't actually say whether it's got a capacity. Tension straps. Oh, so we could load some logs up or something like that in it. That would work really well. We could load up logs in there. We got pony feed. We got the water bucket. We got some hay bales and stuff like that. I like this idea. This is something that we're going to try. So, do we go for this one or this one? I don't really know. That's 67,000. That's 98,000. We're going to lease them. You know what? It doesn't really matter. We got so much money at the moment. We got $750,000. All right, we'll go with this one first. Release that one. 7,840. Okay. The only thing is that it doesn't have a rear hitch. I feel it would be better if it had a rear hitch and that we could load up more than one of these. If we could string together 3 of... I don't think I've got it. I don't think I've got it on here. The road train. There is a oh, no, it's here. I do have it. I have it. I have it right here. Look. Animal A trailer. That one right there. This one here takes 32 sheep. That one there takes 42 sheep. We can have a proper long road train on this. Now, I don't think that that's entirely... I don't know what the situation is in Paraguay for whether or not you could have a long road train. So I'm going to return that one. I've also got no idea if we're going to be able to do this in the in the animal shop, but it's worth a try. This could be fun. This, I think, could be fun. So we go there. Now, attachers, we've got standard or we got plus trailer hitch. We don't need a trailer hitch on this. We just want standard. And then wheels, we can go wide tires or standard. Main colors. Okay, hot pink. We don't have hot pink anything. We've got a hot pink Cadillac, but that's about it. And hot pink again. Yes. Now we're talking. Now we are... This is more like it. Right, I want 1 and 2. Here we go. 3 and 4. We got 4 of those, and then we got 5 for that one on the back, and then we would go standard and standard. We just want hot pink on both of these. There we go, hot pink, and we'll lease that one as well. There we go. Right, back that out. Oh, yes. Oh, that is brilliant. Right, let's just go and check a combines a minute, and helper P is blocked by an object. That's not good. Well, this one here is going fine. She's doing a wonderful job. Absolutely brilliant. I like the outlay, the layout of the combine in there. That does look pretty good. But no, helper B. Oh no, he's just kind of following along, so he's doing fine as well. The Bizon and the Massey are doing a wonderful job here. We got no complaints there. Oh, helper B is no longer blocked by an object. He was blocked by an object, but he's not anymore. I reckon that he's going to carry on. He's going to go into the big field as well. He's going to go and do both of them together, like the John Deere just did. So that is all tickety-boo. That one there is... He's moved out of the way now, so he's not blocking anything. Okay, that's fine. We will go back to here, and we're going to join all of these together. Now, there is... It's very tempting to get one and then back it on and get the next one, and then it sort of slows down a bit. What you've got to do to hitch on a road train is it doesn't matter what road train you're using. I've had experience of fashioning road trains in this game now. I feel that I can pass on some of my hard-earned wisdom and knowledge. Now, I've managed to reverse successfully a double road yoke. just this, like, this little setup here. Join these two together like this. I have successfully managed to back these up. Right, which... I don't know which one I'm supposed to be doing. That's not backed up. It's not hitching on. Right, this is because we've got this mod on that does the joining. Right, road train show hide signals. Because we got the mod that is the hitching mod, it's difficult. It doesn't want to do the rear hitch. Why aren't you doing the rear hitch? Back under there. If I do that, it's trying to unhitch the other one. It's trying to unhitch my trailer. It's not hitching. Why aren't you hitching? This is not good. This is a really, really bad thing. Now this is all because I've got the hitching mod on. Now if I come out here, it's not... Ah, there. Now that's unhitched that one. If I hitch that one back on, and then I back up, it's because I've got the manual attaching mod, and the manual attaching mod doesn't like trucks very much. So bring that onto there, and hitch, and it won't hitch the back one on. Oh, this is the... No! We're supposed to get sheep today. We're supposed to get sheep. Now, if I go over here, it's not attaching that one. Look at this. It's not attaching. Why aren't you attaching? You've let me down. You have let... I'm feeling bitterly disappointed with this. Because what it means is... Well, I suppose I could just have those. And then put the extra trains up. We're going to have to do it like that. It's the only way that we can do this and make it work. Because I can put that one, and I can put a trailer hitch on the back. So I can actually put a dolly on there, and I can make this... I can still make it work. So what we'll do is we will go and we'll return all of these. I've got several of them now. I'll go to the garage, and I will go in here. And so we're going to... All these delicious hot pink things that we've got, they're going to have to go. So that one there. If I return each of these a minute... Unfortunately, we can't have the hot pink on the wheels on these, but we do have 5 of these all lined up with rear hitches on, so it doesn't really matter what order we get them in, and we'll join all of these together. So this is the theory. Hopefully this will now work. So what we got to do is we got to back up, and we got to get one of these dollies on first. So this is... I'm actually going... I know that some of you really do like the manual attaching mod, but I do think that I will do the next series without it, because I don't think we have to have it to... It's a good nod towards realism. It really is. I really do appreciate the whole sort of thing towards realism that it sort of gives us. But at the same time, I don't know quite how necessary it is in order to make it work well. So there, it doesn't use the manual attaching mod on there, but it also doesn't like it either. So I've unhitched that bit there. And then we go over this way. Now, this should work because I'm using dollies this time. I should be able to back under here, pick that one up like that, and then drive out here, and we back that one on, and we get that one, because then I've got to get out, and I've got to manually attach that myself. Let me just reverse it, have a look back here a minute. How is that working? I think it's close enough. I think that's actually close enough to make this work. So then we come along here. That's not quite close enough to make that work. I'm going to have to shunt it over a bit. And this is the next bit that you're not quite sure about, because you don't have the symbol coming up to say whether or not you're hitching it up properly. Bring that back to there. That's a perfect spot there. If that doesn't hitch... Oh, no, it does. It does. This is going to work. We are going to have some success with this. So then I can go through to the front one, and I can unhitch that one off of the truck. And I go and get the next dolly, and we hitch this one on. There we go. And we're supposed to be doing the harvest mostly. We're supposed to be watching, having a look at the harvest. We'll do that in a minute. I'm just going to hitch this next one on here, and then we'll go and take a quick run through and have a look at the combine. So we'll get that one there, and I'm going to swing this one round so that the traffic can still come past. At least that's what I'm hoping. We'll bring this one over this way a bit, and I'll bring it round like that. This one here you can just do this one from in cab. This is because it's articulated hitch. I don't actually know what these hitches are called, but yeah, a fifth wheel hitch, isn't it? Isn't that a fifth wheel hitch? I'm not actually sure. But we'll bring that one over there and we'll unhitch that. So now we will just quickly go through. Right, it has left a tiny little strip there where it turns round on the field, but it's still going to work all right. So that one's going quite nicely. And then this tractor here is going up beside the combine. We've got those little bits there that we'll be able to do after we've done that big field. That'll be fine. And what else have we got? There's our truck back there. We're not worried about that one. This one is 90% full. Oh, there's the tractor. He'll be coming along very shortly to just top up. He's got a little bit left. And then he'll be going through to fill that one up and carry on. And then we've got this one here who's got 78%. He's going to go and get the last little bit. And then he's going to go and tip some beans out. And the Bizon is doing a beautiful, wonderful job here. I really like this. Absolutely fantastic. But anyway. Oh, that one's unloading as well. And look at it all. It's all going automatically. I mean, this is the thing, the course play. I mean, I like course play. I like what it does, but at the same time, it does kind of take away some of the. I don't know. There's just something that I don't like using it too much. I just feel like there's a danger I could use it too much and sort of it not so much as spoils my gameplay experience, but it's difficult. But it's difficult to like get an exact handle on it. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I've said this many times, so I don't need to sort of keep going on about that right now. So let's get this back over here. I'll tell you what, I'll get the rest of these hitched on. You've sort of seen me doing it a little bit, so I will get these hitched on so that we can get some sheep today. The plan is to get sheep today. I just need to come along, unhitch that one right there, and then get the last trailer. And we have 5 trailers all in a row, so it's a little bit disappointing that we couldn't use the just the standard like B-train thing, but it doesn't seem to be compatible with the hitching thing that we've got. What is it? Manual attaching. It doesn't seem to be compatible with the manual attaching mod, unfortunately. So I'm not quite sure if there is a workaround that you can use both of them, or if you've just got to disable it in order to connect your road train together, and then you could go and use it again afterwards. Is that hitch going to be far enough over for this? I don't know. I might actually have to shunt and straighten up. Nope, it's perfect. We've got it. Here we go. So we can bring this one on. And I can straighten it up a bit. There we go. We have now got a 5-trailer road train. Absolutely perfect. I genuinely love using road trains. There is something incredibly appealing and just awesome about using road trains. And for that reason, I'm going this way round. And we're going to go all the way around this circuit, and then we're going to go to where the animals are. Look at it come round this corner. Oh, this is fantastic. And it's got the hot... It's a shame we couldn't have the hot pink on the dollies as well. I am a little bit disappointed that we couldn't have that. I also have no... I mean, in Australia, you can have long road trains. Long road trains are perfectly acceptable in Australia. You've got to, within city limits, there's limits on the amount of length that you can, or the amount of, I don't know if it's the length of the vehicle, or if it's to do with the number of trailers that you can have. But there are limits within cities. But outside of cities, Australia can boast some of the longest road trains legally allowed on the road. It is quite an accomplishment. It is quite a thing. And also have a look at some YouTube videos of road trains in action. I mean, these things are quite fantastic. They can't stop, not for anything. If an animal jumps off the, leaps out onto the road in front of them. Ooh, I nearly destroyed it there. There is not a lot that they can do about it. They have these huge, great big bull bars on the front. Massive, great big. I think they actually just refer to them as rhubars in Australia because, it's kangaroos that usually end up wrapped around the front of the truck. They can't stop. If a kangaroo jumps onto... I didn't realise there was a sheep up there on that pillar. Yeah, so if there is like a kangaroo that jumps out in front of them, there's nothing that they can do about it. They just got to keep going. You slam the brakes on, you're not going to stop something like that. Ooh, steady. You're not going to stop something like that in a great hurry, are you? It's going to just keep going for a while. And so the kangaroo gets wrapped around in front of the truck. It's a little bit sad. It's true, but it's sort of the sort of thing that goes with it. I don't know how often something like that. I don't think it's like a huge occurrence. I don't think it's like an everyday. I think it's like very rarely it does happen. It's just something that's an unfortunate sort of, I don't know, I was going to say side effect, but side effect doesn't seem like quite the right term to use. Anyways, it's just an unfortunate thing associated with having these massive road trains cruising around in Australia. We are going to take our massive road train all the way up through here. I wonder if I can... Look at this thing. It's absolutely brilliant. The one thing I don't like about this game is you can't zoom out behind a road train. Look, see? Steady, steady. That's as far back as I can zoom. Unless I specifically alter the mod so that I can zoom back further, I ain't going any further than that. That's it. That's our absolute limit. I'll bring that one round there. Can I pass it? Look at that. 5-trailer road train passing other vehicles on the road. I think that's epic by anybody's standards. I think that could class as epic by any standards whatsoever. It doesn't matter whose standards they are. Now, I believe we buy animals in here. So let's see how well we can buy animals. How well is it going to work? I need to just go... No, I didn't want to do that. I want to do this. There we go. So we want to buy... No, I don't want pigs either. I don't want pigs. I want sheep. We're going to make sure that we buy sheep here. So there's 42 sheep right there. Confirm. $168,000, and we got sheep in there. So then I can go forward a bit, and no, that is 42 in there. I need to go on forward a bit. Now, what I got to do is I got to be able to get all of these through and round these corners. It's getting them round the corners that's going to be the tricky bit. So we can buy another 42 there for another $168,000. Cheap, these sheep, aren't they? Really, really cheap. Cheap at half the price. And then we want to just kind of hug that wall over there. I really don't want these to get wrapped around anything at all. It's going to make life very difficult for us. Another 42 there, so we're up to 126 so far. Makes 126. The next lot is going to be 168, and it's going to be 210 sheep on board. 210. That's actually quite impressive. Quite impressive that we can get that many sheep on one road train. 210. Go. That makes the 168 there. Is it going to get round that corner? I think it might. I think it just might get round that corner. We'll just bring that forward a little bit more. And then I go, yes, perfect. Oh, no. I want sheep. I want sheep. There we go. 42. Confirm. No! I don't have enough money for 210 sheep. I've just spent $750,000 on this. Okay, I will not disappoint. I promised you that I would get these. Well, I didn't promise, but I said I wanted some sheep. Loan. No, I don't want to repay. I want to borrow more. Oh, that's... Okay, I've maxed out the loan. For anybody that's wanting... Is there anything that we can sell? Have we got product that we can sell somewhere? There must be something that I can sell. Could I sell some of these? I don't think I can sell any of it, really. Sugarcane! I got a sugarcane machine. Well, they're going to have to come and get it, rather than me taking it all the way down there, because it's quite a big thing. But no, I've got a sugarcane machine. I can sell that. We don't want that anymore. We were selling all sugarcane equipment. It was one of the things that we were going to do. That one, you right there. 2-row billet planter. You need to go. It's time for you to leave. 57,000. Yes. There we go. That's 130,000. Now, we've got the small... cultivator. I got to meet... I don't really know that I want to sell the cultivators, to be honest. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like I should be doing it. I'm looking through this other machinery. The jumper plow. That's probably the only other one that I think we could sell, because we used it up the top, but we wouldn't use it elsewhere. The ripper. 30 grand. Okay. That's 141,000. That's still not enough. Still not enough. We've got the pony. We could sell that for $65,000. No, 65. We can sell that for $65. 60. There's a big difference between the two. Okay. I've got that dolly there, which I was using to be able to tow these trailers around with a tractor, but I don't think we need to do that. There's 8. Is that 8? That's 8 grand. Look at the money ticking down. It's going down really fast because of different things that we're doing. We'll sell that dolly. 8,500. Okay. Is there anything else? I see that one's only 3 grand. I don't want to sell that because we use that. That's an important thing. I'm not selling tractors. Nope. 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 How am I going to get the combine to do the final hub? We're going to have to sell some grain, aren't we? That's what we'll do. We'll sell some grain. We got the trailed lifter. That's 10 grand. That fertilizer spreader, we can sell that one as well. Okay. We don't need that one anymore. Yep, sell that one because we've got the... And the trailed lifter is for the big bud, but, you know, we can always buy that one back if we want to. So there we go. We've sold those because we got this for fertilizer, and then the big bud doesn't need the trail. There's very little that it actually needs the trailed lifter for. So let's go. We've sold vehicles 125,000. Why are you stopped here? Stop driver. Let me just drive him off the course. I need to do this quickly before we run out of money. I'll bring him over here, and then I will go drive course like that. Right. Now it's not going to be ridiculous anymore. That one's finished. All done. I put that out. I think the tractor will come round and empty out. I think it does. I'm not actually sure, but we'll see on that point. That one's going. That one's doing fine. Yeah. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is what we want. 168 sheep. Let's start this bad boy up. Get the last of the sheep. There we go. We buy 42 sheep. 42 for 168,000. Confirm. Yes. That leaves us with $7,000. We got 210 sheep. So if you're taking on this save game file after I've now removed all available cash, you're going to have your work cut out starting things out, because I've basically bankrupted you. You've got minus 300,000 as far as the loans are concerned. You're going to have to figure it out. You got a bit of work ahead of you, but I feel it's all right. I do feel it's all right, because we're buying 210 sheep. We've not got any silage left to sell. What do we have that we can make money with? And also, how am I supposed to get up to the sheep? I mean, you can't really drive this great road train on anything other than solid ground. It's got to go on the road, and that's a field right there, so we can't do that. I could have gone through the middle of the field in the past, but I ploughed it up, so that's out of the question. So we're going to have to come down here. I mean, down a very steep, but those poor sheep in the back, see them being rattled around. That's not the way to behave. That's not the way to treat them at all. So we're going to have to come round and... How am I going to get into the farm? I'm thinking about this. I'm sort of thinking that as you go into the farm, there's like there is a bit of a sharp corner that we've got to go in round, and I don't think that we're going to be able to get in round there very easily with 5 trailers all loaded up with 210 sheep. Right? You do understand the kind of the crisis that we're up against here. This could be tricky. I do think that I've found a way, though. We're going to have to go right out onto the side here, just off the edge of the road. It's not, like, too bad. And we'll go up here like this, and then we'll swing right up round there. And then come in, and we'll come down the main driveway. That's working all right. That's working well. So we can keep coming up here. So we want to swing out to this side of the main driveway now. We're going to turn left up here. Past those rocks. I'm actually going to bounce the sheep around like crazy, poor things. They really are having a bit of a rough ride of it. I probably should have thought this through a little bit better before I started this epic journey. Yeah, they did just manage to get round there. Now we've got to try and climb up through here. So the sheep go up that, so we just want to follow this track. We can just keep going up through here. This isn't very realistic for this map, and this truck would struggle to pull these, and I don't think you'd be taking this many through these back roads. Maybe 2 trailers. Maybe 2 trailers would be realistic, but I don't think the rest of it is. I think the rest of it is just me having a bit of fun. So if you don't like it, I do apologise. We'll get rid of these. As soon as I've taken them up, we're getting rid of them because we're leasing them, so it's costing us money. And we now have very little money left at all. There is hardly anything left in the kitty. I'm also quite concerned, now that I think about it, when we get up here, how are we going to be able to do this? Right, hopefully that combine will stay still. What's it going to do? Is it going forward? It's staying still while the tractor moves, so we can go forward. My concern is, where do we empty out the sheep? Have I got to unhitch each of these trailers one at a time to be able to empty the sheep into this area? Nope, I don't. I can do this in a straight line. We are going to have to go cross-country on this. Definitely going to have to do a bit of cross-country work in order for this to work, but I feel this is a small sacrifice, and one that I'm willing to make, because I don't want to have to unhitch any of the trailers. So bring this one over here, and then we go in a straight line along this way so that we can just hook onto it there, like that, and then I can press R for R, and I can unload. So we got 42 sheep in here. Confirm. Yes, and I have 42 animals in there. And then I can come forward a bit. Look at them. Look at them. They're all happy. Happy little sheepies. And then we can unload another 42. Like that. Confirm. Yep. And again. So there's 2 loads. We've got 84 sheep in there. And then I can come into here and I can unload another lot. There we go. Look at this. 126. Yes. And then we can go on a little bit further. And get another one. I'm going to return all of these, like, now. Well, maybe at the beginning of the next episode or something. I don't know. That'll be next week, actually. So, yeah, I was kind of hoping to finish this whole series next week. I don't know if that's actually going to work, because there are a couple of jobs that I still want to do. I still want to do, like, one proper feeding of the sheep. So we're going to need to bring them water, and I want to give them one proper feeding. And we're also going to need to, well, see, I can fast forward while the harvest is running. That's fine. I don't mind about that. But we need to do the harvesting of the potatoes up on the plateau. That's the sort of the bit that's going to take a little bit longer. I'm just going to pull this one up here and stop it for a minute. And then we will go over to... That combine is running fine. That tractor is running fine as well. And then we got this one over here. I'm going to... Actually... Let me start that one up. If I start it, maybe I need to go into the field a bit. Because previously, the Courseplay course with the Challenger, he came down and he did it. He unloaded. If I stop there, is he going to do it then? Yes, he is! It's going to come through. It's going to come through. So he'll come over. I just had to bring it into the field a bit. That was all I needed to do. And then he'll come round and he'll line himself up. And you get that unloaded. And then we have cleared this field. We're not going to do any more with the Bizon for now. We will be doing a little bit more with that later on. So we got that one. Oh, no. Oh! Just missed that one. Traffic going past. That's I do love that part of the Courseplay thing. So it's kind of, yeah, it's very strange. This whole, my opinion of Courseplay is it does seem a little bit strange. And I can understand some people being a bit confused as to why I sort of like it and don't like it. It doesn't seem to be very consistent. But anyway, just to bring that one in there, turn that one off. And then we go back to you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop driver. And then I'm going to go drive course. Stop at last point. Drive. Let's just go drive now. Oh. What are you doing now? Are you going to actually drive the course? If you say drive now, he should just go and drive the course, shouldn't he? I think he does. We're only on 50% full, but I'm hoping he will still go down and drive the course. Yes, he will. Okay, that's brilliant. We'll let that one carry on down through there. In our next episode, which will be next week, we are going to feed the sheep, and we are going to hopefully start on the potato harvest as well. And I will, between now and then, just artificially inflate the numbers for feed on the cows and the pigs, just so as they've got food in there and we don't have to worry about it in any part of the gameplay, and you will still have pigs and cows to actually do stuff with when you get hold of the save game file, because I'm very well aware that a lot of you do want the save game file for this game. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.